Befriend a loner named Anthony in junior year to help me beat Halo. We beat Halo together in one Saturday on Xbox Live. Anthony is a cool kid. Glad I met him. Monday in school. Anthony sits across class.
Anon, we kicked ass on Xbox the other day, bro.
What? Oh, yeah, Anthony, we did.
Hey, do you play Call of Duty too?
Not the time for this, Anthony. Lol.
That, do you have Borderlands?
Dude, not right now, please. Wait until lunch or something. Teacher sends him to the office for yelling in class. Passes my desk and says,
same time tonight?
And winks and does the whole Shooter McGavin type thing. Drowned in embarrassment. Fast forward 3 years. We're still bros, and he just left for the Air Force. Be in senior year. Nothing to do on a Friday night. We're baked and it's 1 a.m. Oh shit, the bowling alley is a cosmic bowling. Blacklight with strobe lights and faggy music for drunks and preteens. Head to the bowling alley. None of us pay, and just wait for one group of people to leave and continue. Free game for 2 hours when you sign up, but most people don't stay the whole 2 hours. See some soft-nosed junior girls in the lane next to us. Ditch friends and go over to talk to them. Had been to a family thing before, where we all got together, so I was wearing some slacks and a blazer, tie and everything, looking dapper as fuck. Talking to girls, being handsome and charming. Start making out with one of the chicks. Solid 9 out of 10. Anthony comes up.
Yo man, the bowling lane closed. Can I borrow $10?
So bro, I spent my last $20 on a dub. Girls, this is Anthony, my friend. Awkward greetings ensue. I continue sucking hot bitch's face off. Get a hand under her shirt and fondle her tits in the darkness. Anthony sits next to me. Starts telling me about his COD escapades.
Last night we were playing on Karachi, and I was running around with a silenced UMP. Newbie, I know. But I raped dude. 54 kills and 3 deaths. I even got a nuke, but I waited till the end of the game to call it in.
Anthony is high as fuck. I'm high as fuck. He's killing my high. One of the girls say, I think we should get going. My bitch gives me a, sorry, but I have to, face and leaves. Turn around to punch Anthony in the stomach. Still got a number. We had sex the next weekend after a date. B17. First time getting high. Anthony is there. Anthony takes a massive hit from Gravity Ball. After coughing for 3 minutes, he says,
I don't think I'm high.
And takes another to the head. We all laugh because we know it takes a few minutes to set in. 10 minutes later, Anthony lights his armpit hair on fire with a lighter. 50 minutes after that, he lights his eyebrow on fire. We swap the lighter out of his hand before he actually gets it close enough to burn him. Find out friend Ben told Anthony to light his armpit on fire, and he didn't, and then bet him $5 that he wouldn't burn his eyebrow off. We all laugh and continue being fucked up. Coming down from a high, about an hour and a half later. See Anthony and Ben walk out of the hallway laughing. Ben in tears, holding his side laughing. Anthony comes into the light, and he doesn't have an eyebrow. Everyone in the room starts crying, laughing. All of us on the floor laughing so hard it hurt. He shaved off his eyebrow for half a gram of weed. That feel when we all see him at school the next day, and he had his sister draw on an eyebrow with her makeup. But you could tell. You could so fucking tell. Be senior year, hanging out with group at lunch. When you buy lunch at the school, they always give you a fruit to promote healthy lifestyle. Anthony buys lunch and gets a big ass orange. Puts orange in pocket for later. All of a sudden, a ton of band geeks run out from a few classrooms and gather in the middle of the quad. They take out their instruments and start playing jazz and shit. Anthony walks up to me as I'm watching and leans over and says,
I'm gonna hit the faggot with the trumpet.
Ginger kid with the curly hair playing the trumpet recognized him as the kid Anthony who fought and beat the shit out of him during the PE in freshman year. Fuck it, man. Do it. To clarify, we were probably half a football field away from where they were playing, and how they were set up, they were looking to our right, all in line, Ginger kid closest to us. 2 seconds later, he reels his arm back and throws the orange fucking Hail Mary. Hits the ginger kid in the face.
To something like...
Ginger kid clearly confused. Laugh hardest I've ever laughed in my life. Both at what just happened, and the sound the trumpet made when the orange made contact with the ginger's face. Look over at Anthony, and he's not there. Parking lot is to our left, probably 200 yards away. I look over, and Anthony is running like a gazelle towards his truck. Laugh even harder. Principal, school security, and like 20 teachers come over to tell us to all go to the office. All of us being 9 other people from our group. Ask us who threw the orange. All of us lied and said we didn't know. No cameras are pointed to where we're hanging out, which is why we hang out there, because some of the kids in our group are really ballsy enough to smoke weed and pot and cigarettes at lunch. Anthony comes back after school to give me a ride home that day. Was late to school, got a ride from a neighbour because my car wouldn't start. Laughed the whole way home. My first and the last thing he said to me was,
Did you hear the sound the trumpet made when the orange hit him?
laughed so hard my abs are sore the following day. Continuation from the first high with Anthony. Anthony blames for his second time off a gravity bong hits. Someone says we should go to McDonald's. Anthony's eyes light up like a sun. He looks at me, and in a quiet voice,
Anon, can we please go to McDonald's? Please?
I'm designated high driver all the time, blasting Bohemian Rhapsody, because who fucking hasn't done that with a parked car? Get out, Anthony buys the 20-piece McNugget, and I just get a McGangbang. Anthony finally gets his meal, stoned to pieces. Picks up the nuggets and stares at it for a good 30 seconds. I'm standing across from him and his eyes are watery. Think that it's just his high, and look down to make combine with my McChicken and McDouble. Look up, and after I take a bite, Anthony has just taken his first bite of his McNugget. He sets the half-eaten McNugget down, wipes his mouth with a napkin, and looks into my eyes. With a straight voice, he says,
This is the best thing I've ever eaten.
A tear rolls down his fucking cheek. Laughed my ass off over this stoned white fool, crying over his McNuggets. He proceeds to finish the rest of his McNuggets. He finishes them all, and by this point he's sobbing with a mouthful of chicken McNuggets, open mouth, chewing and crying at the same time. He suddenly looks up at me, sees me laughing my ass off, and makes him laugh. He laughs at me so hard, the McNuggets in his mouth come flying at me like North Korea's IMCBMs.
I'm sorry.
He grabs a napkin and leans over the table and begins to wipe me off. Get the fuck off, dude. I go to the bathroom and clean myself up the best I can. I come back out, but he's already eating the rest of my hamburger, looking like a fucking Smeagol. All of my friends are laughing. Bunch of friends hanging out. Anthony isn't there yet. We decide to get him drunk off his ass. We rig a shots game. Anthony gets there, and I'm at the table waiting for him to go to his side to take shots. His glasses are full of Jack. Mine has apple juice, but it's too dark in our friend Larry's backyard, so he can't tell. Friend counts to 3, and we both start downing drinks. I know Anthony has never been drunk before, and I told my friends before he got here. I get to 5, and he's struggling with 3, saying it burns. All of us call him a pussy, and he gets mad, looks me dead in the eye, and gives me the stink eye. Finishes the rest of his shots, not taking his eyes off me. He finishes, and I have 3 left. He says,
Drink up, bitch.
I laugh and drink 2 more, and slide a 10th one across the table to him. He tries to be defiant, and picks it up and gulps it back. Notices his apple juice. Looks at me with the biggest face of horror I've ever seen. We found out he passed out in the bathroom throwing up. He wasn't as funny as we thought he would be, because all he did was fucking run around telling everyone how fucking good he is at Call of Duty. Anthony has a pool. We decided to party at his house because his mum is cool with alcohol, so as long as we stay there. His pool is ungodly deep, like 12 foot or something. We're chilling in the hot tub, smoking a blunt, and we notice Anthony isn't around. Friend Jack says Anthony went inside to get something. Anthony's bedroom window overlooked the pool on the 2nd story of his house. We all watch as Anthony bangs on his window, laughing at us to open the window. He's cross-faded as fuck, and climbs out onto the roof.
Hang on! Ben! Jack! Guys! I'm gonna jump!
His mum hears him screaming, and comes out the back door and sees him. Anthony, you get your ass off that roof and get back inside, now!
Haha! Fuck you, bitch!
It's that amazingly well-rehearsed Eric Cartman impression.
I do what I want.
Goes to jump and slips. Body slams into the pool and sinks. We all get out and run to the side of the pool and look in. He's at the bottom, looking up at us, smiling. He's probably still 5 feet underwater, and we see him throw up in the pool. He freaks out, still underwater, seeing his throw up, and swims like a retard eel to avoid his throw up. Swims all the way to the other side to get out.
How big was my splash?
Fucking Anthony. Be in math class, senior year. Anthony has a class across the entire school this period. Middle of class, Anthony rushes into my classroom, laughing his ass off. Teacher angrily yells,
Get out of my classroom!
Anthony looks at him and says,
1 sec.
and goes to my desk, laughing his ass off. He gets close, so no one can hear him, and he says,
Dude, go to the bathroom on the west wing. Trust me.
laughing at how random this is, and nod and say, alright, I'll go in a few minutes after you leave. Teacher calls the office, telling them that some kid barged in his class and won't leave. Anthony does his gazelle run out of the class and back towards his. Ask teacher to use the bathroom. Go to the west wing. Feel like something isn't right. Walk into the bathroom and become instantly overwhelmed with the smell of shit. Still laughing my ass off, with my shirt pulled up over my nose. Walk into the stall, expecting to see huge shit. Nothing. Begin to walk out, and see a shit in the urinal. Part of shit hanging over the side. Laugh so fucking hard I begin to cry. Anthony has been 70% of the cries in my entire lifetime. Turn 360 degrees and start running out of the bathroom. See something in the sink. Anthony shit in the urinal, and 2 sinks. Oh my god, this kid don't give. Go back to class, laughing hard as fuck. Fucking Anthony. Anthony is in my pre-calculus class in senior year. Bored in class, already got in trouble 3 times that day for getting up and talking to Anthony. Anthony very obviously bored too, sighing all the time, fidgeting, doesn't handle boredom very well. He sits in the back in a corner alone because he talks too much. Teacher turns the light off and starts playing a short movie for the last 30 minutes of class because that's what we do on Fridays. 15 minutes in, I look back at Anthony, see something moving, and notice that he has a backpack hanging off his desk to cover up anyone looking at what he's doing. He's been caught before playing Pokemon in class as a senior, lol. Sneak out of my chair and sneak to the back of the class to try and talk to him. Get a bit closer and see that he's moving pretty fast. What the fuck is he doing? Get closer, realize he's masturbating, let out a loud ass and fall on my ass laughing. He whips his hand out of his pants with the speed of a gazelle and gives me a deer in the headlights look, meanwhile laughing my ass off on the ground. Can't see straight. Get back to my chair, and my teacher sends me out of class. Fucking Anthony. Pick related. It's his old Facebook picture from years ago. Be end of junior year. Have to turn books back into the library. Me and Anthony, last time in the lineup to turn books in. While waiting in the line, he pulls out a condom from his back pocket. Lol, what the fuck are you doing? Just looks at me, doesn't say anything. Opens up the condom and shakes it, and spits in it so hard it looks used. Ties a no in the end of it, and puts it back in his pocket, doing that Shooter McGavin wink. We go to place our books in the back storeroom, where they keep all the books, and opens up a random book and puts the condom in. 2 kids come back in pale as fuck. Looks embarrassed as hell. Oh my god, he didn't, or JPEG. Asked the kid what happened, and he looks at me, disgusted, and said,
Someone put a fucking used condom in my library book, and the principal thought it was me.
Laugh in his face, and go to high-five Anthony discreetly. Thanks, he's a fucking gem of a friend. He's had my back for so long as I can remember. I'm gonna miss him. A part of my childhood is gone with him. Be hanging out with Anthony. Just 2 of us alone after school one day, in the pizza parlor. We're sitting at a table, chilling, and 2 girls from school come in and sit behind us, with their backs to us. Anthony laughs and says hang on. He crawls under the table, and lays on his back, and scoots under the girls' table. I see a flash in my peripheral vision, and the girls scream. The girls start kicking Anthony under the table, and he can't get out. I get up and lift the table, and throw it onto the floor, a few feet away. Pull Anthony up, and we run out of the fucking place. We're both laughing. The girls throw their pizza at us. We get outside a few hundred yards away, behind the building, and Anthony has a bruising eye, and his lip is bleeding. He looks at me, wipes the blood off and smiles, and says,
I fucking forgot to turn the flash off.
He shows me a picture, and he managed to get a picture up one of the girls' skirts. No nudity, but we cherish that picture forever. Me and Anthony have PE together in junior year. He always has one of those metal water bottle things, has water every day. We're in the locker room, changing, and he tells me he forgot something in his locker outside. Asked me to watch his stuff. For sure, bro. I've had 3 Viagra tablets in my wallet for 2 weeks, after I heard him say he loves watching girls run at PE every fucking day. I'm devious. Drop 3 tablets in his water bottle, shake it up, and send it back down. He comes back, and we go to PE. We have to run around the school twice. Keep glancing at him while he's running, waiting for him to react. All of a sudden he says,
Shit, dude, I'm getting a boner.
Don't worry, you're running. It will probably go away in a second. We end up catching up to a group of girls, and we can't get around them because they've all made a line. Doesn't matter, it's a good opportunity to rest a bit and catch out a breath.
Fuck, dude, it won't go away. I'm just gonna have to flip it under my belt.
Lol, okay. We run past the girls, and I tell him last one to the starting line is a faggot, and I start sprinting. As you know, Anthony does not back down to a challenge, and he races past me with his gazelle speed, his boner bouncing back and forth, left and right, and his short elastic shorts. Bust a gut laughing, trying to keep up. He rounds a corner, still sprinting, and I see his boner sticking out the front end as he runs. Girls.
Oh my god, Anthony has a boner! Look! Look! Do you see it?
He has a boner! Oh my god! Anthony gets to the racing line. A bunch of the other people who already finished are waiting there, laughing because of Anthony's boner. I catch up, and Anthony's yelling,
Hey, fuck you! At least I'm not ashamed of it, unlike you, pencil dicks!
Teacher was there the whole time. Anthony proudly walks to the bathroom with his boner still out, staring at people as he walks away. In tears, works so much better than I could have hoped. Anthony never comes out of the bathroom. Go to my next class, which was pre-count class. He comes in halfway through the class. Everyone in the class already knows what happened. He looks at me.
I had to fucking jack off forever in the bathroom because it wouldn't go down.
Lol forever in my seat. Corner of my eye, see him adjust his pants all period because his boner kept coming back. Fucking Anthony. In our group, we had a fat midget friend named Roll. We're high, in a Walmart one day, just walking around. Anthony gets a cart and makes the midget get in. Anthony gives him a car steering wheel cover and makes him hold it and pretend he's in a race car. Anthony proceeds to sprint down with the midget in the cart, picking up speed in the store and running full sprint down the aisles with the midget. We all laugh, but are too stunned to do anything, and we hear through the store a little midget crying,
Help! Dude! Stop! Stop! Slow down! Slow down! Dude! Let me out!
Anthony's high as fuck, having the time of his life. Anthony decides that once he reaches the main big aisle in the middle, he wants to let go. We come out just in time to see him launch the cart midget down the long-ass aisle, going a good 15 miles an hour. The cart goes until it hits a clothes rack, almost the other end of the store. We see the midget fly out, 4 feet in the air, and roll. He runs out the door, and we all run out back to my car and pile in and drive off. I will never forget the pure look of glee on Anthony's face when he ran back to us after letting the midget fly.